Do you think Vail, Colorado is a boring mountain town that is super overpriced and extremely fake, having a Disneyland-like facade to it? Well, you may be right. So here are 6 towns in Colorado that you can visit that are not Vail and are arguably better. Vail, in my opinion, doesn't really have much to offer in the summer, as it is this long, stretched out, boring town in this canyon. So literally any town would be better to visit in the summer. But I rated this list both on winter and summer, so let's get to it. First, we have Crested Butte. This town is amazing in both fall, winter, summer, all of it. Some of the biggest snowstorms of any season I have seen is in Crested Butte, where cars just get buried for the whole season, and the skiing is wonderful, but also in the summer has just wonderful hiking. The valleys all around the town are beautiful, great for fishing, for wildflowers, for hiking, for biking. This town is just an adventure mecca. It has a great food scene, and it has an old, colorful Main Street, something that you will not find in Vail. Blue Sky Basin arguably has some of the best snow and skiing in Colorado, but Wolf Creek Ski Area usually gets the most powder of any ski resort in Colorado most years. Not every year, but most years. So if it's powder that you want, check out Wolf Creek, sitting close to the town of Pagosa Springs or South Fork. Next we have Dillon and Keystone. I count these 2 towns as one since they share the same zip code. Dillon sits right on Lake Dillon, giving everyone who lives here or visits this grand open view instead of the shut valley view of Vail. There are places in Vail that barely see the light of day in the winter, but here in Dillon you have these great open beautiful views of the lake and the mountains. And the skiing at A Basin and Montezuma Bowl is pretty epic, and something I would prefer over Vail, which gets overcrowded very easily. And of course we have the iconic town of Aspen. This place just gets hammered with powder, especially in the early season. The town itself is beautiful and well kept up. It mixes in an old western style with a new modern style very easily, where Vail is just a super modern style. And best of all, it doesn't hug the interstate that screams so loudly every single night. And if you just refuse to leave the Vail Valley area, well then just go to the town of Avon. The town of Vail doesn't really seem to have a community, and no one actually lives there, whereas the town of Avon sits more in the open end of the valley, getting more sunlight in the winter and summer months. It has some pretty awesome skiing at Beaver Creek, as well as a community, more than you would find in Vail. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for everything Colorado.